I am here for my week 17. Week 17 check-in. And to kind of give you an update on my week, since I didn't really post any what I ate this week, mostly because I was working really weird hours and I wasn't getting home till, after 9:30 at night. So it was just one of those weeks that everything was upside down. So there wasn't really much use to me trying to make any videos. I was going to do one today, but I'm not really feeling well. I don't know if I'm getting sick or what, but woke up today with a horrible headache and stuffy nose. So I think something's coming on, or allergies or something. Probably something coming on because everybody at work is getting sick too. But I'm going to plan on getting back on track with my what I ate starting Monday probably. I have kind of a crazy weekend as well, so I don't think I'll have time to do it this weekend. But I did want to make sure I did this video today. So I weighed in this morning and I am down. Oh wait, no, not down. I'm up 0.2 of a pound. This has been a really kind of a crappy week, like I said, not only because I've been busy and it's been kind of upside down, but every time I've stepped on the scale since last week's weigh-in, my scale was up. And it was up quite a bit, so thankfully the ending of the week was only up 0.2. But it was really kind of annoying me because even though I know it's the time of the month that happens, I don't like it. I don't like seeing the scale not moving. And so I don't know. I have to figure out what's going on. I want to see my losses picking up a little bit. And I feel like I'm following the program. I'm weighing, I'm measuring, I'm counting. But I'm not shaking up what I eat very much. So I think I've got to figure out how to do that a little bit, because maybe my body just is like, no. I also need to start getting more active. So that is definitely something that is on my radar. And so I hope that being more active will help as well. So I want to talk just about a couple of things. So the first thing that I want to kind of bring up is the TV show My 600-Pound Life. Have you seen it? It's one that I have watched for years. I've always kind of been fascinated with all the severely obese stories, people that have had weight loss surgery, kept it off. I think there was one that was like a predecessor, it was like a father and his son who did it, and I can't remember what it was called, but I really liked that. This one kind of is the only one that stayed on the air. And some of the stories just upset me so much. I'm just like, the people in it are kind of defeatist, and I just feel like, why are you even doing this if it's not just for the, probably free weight loss surgery you're having? But every once in a while I watch an episode and I'm really encouraged. And I watched this week's episode with a gentleman named Doug, who had 3 little kids at home and a wife who had her own weight loss struggles and had lost weight and then gained it back when she got into this relationship with this man who was a food addict. But it was an uplifting one. It was one where you could really see that they both had a desire to change and change their lives, not only for themselves, but for their families. And I really like that. So it was interesting. But the reason I want to talk about the show is because I use that as a way to kind of motivate myself as well, because I know how easily I could just let go of, even when I'm not like doing Weight Watchers or whatever, just the little bit of self-control I have, the little bit of saying, nope, don't eat that, or you've got to stop or whatever, and how quickly that can snowball out of control. And I could end up, well over my starting weight and unhealthy because of it. So they're kind of my motivation not to go that direction, and also my motivation to see that when you really want something, you can achieve it, even if it's hard, and even if it takes a lot of work, and even if it means changing your entire life. So if you haven't checked it out, I would recommend checking it out. It's not anything to make fun of. These are people that are really struggling. I know how much my body hurts at the weight that I am, and I'm not even a half of what they are for the most part. So just to think about how bad they must physically feel, makes my heart feel for them. So check it out if you want to see what I'm talking about. It's on TLC, so you can also probably check out TLC's website. The other thing I wanted to talk about kind of backs into that, and that is like this being a lifestyle change. So I know I've mentioned before that my aunt, my cousin, and I have this little iMessage thread that we do where we talk about our week and our struggles with food, or our successes with the food and what's going on. Today we were talking about our weekly weigh-ins, and we were talking about, people were talking about, I want my pretzels, or I want my ice cream, or whatever. And I was saying to them that, yeah, have it. Have your ice cream, have your pretzels, have your cookie, have whatever you desire. For me, this is a journey about changing my life, changing what I eat on a daily basis, what I think about food, my relationship with food. And, is it okay to have a scoop of ice cream, or do you need to sit down and have a pint of ice cream? Is it okay to have a handful of salty pretzels, or do you need half a bag of salty pretzels? I think it's that reframing and that changing our perspective that ultimately will make this not a diet and more of the way we just live going forward. And what I said to them was, that's what I want. I don't want to get to my goal weight and then go, okay, I'm done, and I go back to the way I was eating before, and then I go back to gaining weight, and then I have to start this whole cycle again. So what do I do to make this be my life? That's the question. And, that's something that I'm struggling with, because when I have a week like this week where the scale is not going the direction I want, then it makes it just that little bit easier to go, oh, maybe I'll have this extra handful of this or that. Who cares? I'm being good. It's not showing up on the scale, and I still fall into that. So 17 weeks in, I have not made this my lifestyle completely. It is still a very big part of being a diet in my head, and I haven't quite gotten to that new relationship with food, though I'm working on it on a daily basis. I'm aware of it daily. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, okay, so is that extra handful of that going to hurt you in the long run? No. Is it going to slow your weight loss down right now? Yes, probably. Is not counting perfectly going to affect your weight loss now? Yes, it is. It's going to slow me down. And, if I'm okay with that, then fine. If I'm not okay with that, if I need to be on the weight loss mindset, then I need to choose. So I'm kind of going to run with the fact right now that I'm dieting while I'm changing my lifestyle. So I'm actually enjoying that. Like, I am a big candy eater, a big sweet eater. If I had my preference, I would eat sweet foods and candy all day long, with a little pizza maybe thrown in. I mean, that really would be my diet that my mind says I love. But the truth of the matter is I'm enjoying salads. I'm enjoying proteins. I'm enjoying eating fruit. And I just have to keep reminding myself it's kind of like breaking that addiction. And someday maybe I will be addicted to these things. But in the meantime, I don't want to stop and say, well, but I can't have a piece of candy or I can't have a scoop of ice cream. Because I feel like if I deny anything, then I will just go back. I'll do this again. And I don't want to do that. Not at all. I'm tired. I'm tired of this journey. I shouldn't say I'm tired of this journey. I'm actually enjoying this journey I'm on right now in the sense that I'm learning a lot about myself, but I'm tired of having to take the journey, if that makes sense. I just don't want to keep doing this over and over and over again until the day I finally am at my funeral. You know, I just want to get to the point one day where I'm just living and food is not the end all be all. My weight is not the end all be all of my being. And really, honest to God, that is how it has been. I try to pretend like it's not, but it is. I mean, it's always there. It's always in my negative self-talk. It's always there in, everything I do. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. If you guys have any thoughts, leave them below. Share them with me. How are you dealing with this transition? Are you dieting or are you changing your lifestyle? Is this a short-term thing, a long-term thing, or is this going to be the rest of your life? One thing I'm going to try this week is I'm going to not weigh myself again until next Friday. Now, that's a hard thing for me to do. I weigh every day. Kind of keeps me in check. I don't count any weigh-ins except for Friday, but I think mentally they're still messing with me. So I'm going to try, just for this week, not to weigh myself until Friday. So Friday will be a complete and utter surprise for me. I hate surprises, but I'm going to do that. Do you weigh every day? Do you weigh once a week? Do you weigh once a month? Tell me, what do you weigh? Down here. I read them, I respond, I promise. And that's about it for my weekly check-in. And I am going to be back. I have a little unboxing segment that I'm going to do here next. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I am going to actually unbox my calculator that I bought last week. I haven't opened it yet, but I thought I would unbox it and share it with you guys in case you were interested in getting one of these Weight Watchers Smart Point calculators. It's just a nice little tiny box. Not really sure what I did with the skin that I got for it, so I'm going to have to go and dig for that. But really, the only thing in the box is this little poorly folded instruction manual and the calculator. So the calculator has a pull tab here for the battery, so I'll pull that out. This is actually really cute. I don't know if it even needs the skin for it. I like the black. I was thinking it was silver just based on the packaging. But this black is really sleek looking. So pops up and it's asking me if I speak English. So I'm going to hit enter. And I guess that's it. It's set up and ready to go. So let's take a look at this quick start guide here and see what it's telling us. Okay, so there is a little bit more setup. It says, to calculate your daily Smart Points target, you need to tell your calculator about yourself. Press the wrench button. That would be this one here. So I'm going to hit setup, enter. Looks like you can only be minimum age of 17 to use this. That's interesting. I'm a bit older than that. I am a woman imperial, I'm going to guess yes, height, enter that. I want to lose weight. My daily points are 34. And that's it. I am set up. So opening to set up was what? About a minute, which is pretty cool. And then it says basically to calculate the points, you just need to look up the nutrition values, which is obvious. And then you press on this smart points here to start the calculation and enter the information. And then it gives you your smart point value. That's pretty nifty. And then you can actually even use them and do your tracking through here throughout the day, which is actually even kind of nice too. Let's see, it has this 7 button. I'm wondering if you can see like a week's worth of, oh here. Oh, okay, if you hit the 7, it gives you a new day and a new week. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's really actually kind of cool. I like that. I don't think I'll use it all day to track everything. But it will certainly come in handy when I do not have my phone nearby, or like I mentioned last week, if my power goes out, at least I can still count my points. It weighs nothing. It's very light, so sticking this in a purse or whatever, yeah, it doesn't, I would say, and this is kind of silly, it kind of looks like a makeup compact, and it weighs about the same as a makeup compact. So if you're on the fence about picking one of these up, I suggest going ahead and doing it. Definitely can't have enough tools at our disposal, in my opinion. So there you have it. The Weight Watchers Smart Points Calculator has now been unboxed. All right, so that ends my vlog for the day and my weekly check-in. I will be back tomorrow with a Journey of the Week video. I have decided to break that out of my vlog or my weekly check-in vlogs because I feel like perhaps they may not get seen if I'm just tucking them on the end of that. And I'm really excited about sharing my fellow vloggers with you because I really, really enjoy them, and I think that they are worthy of their own video. So I'm going to go ahead and break those out. I hope to post them every week on Saturday or Sunday, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah, so also if you enjoy the Journey of the Weeks, if you enjoy the Journey of the Week videos, make sure to let me know below. Also, let me know if there's any channel that you think I should check out and that you think might be a good addition to my Journey of the Week collection. And I want you to notice, if you go to my channel page and you look down toward the bottom, I actually have a new section, a new playlist section that I started, that I will be posting the channels that I highlight in my journey videos so that you can easily find them broken out of the video as well. So if you want to check those out, feel free. And I also plan on posting the segments that I've already done in my weekly check-ins the last 2 weeks as separate journey videos themselves, so those will show up hopefully sometime this week. And yeah, so I'll see you guys again next Friday for my weekly check-in. That'll be week 18, and hopefully I'll have some good numbers to share. And I'll be back throughout the week, like I said, hopefully doing some what I ate videos. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.